back once again, but this time talking about something different. Comic books.
What do we do?
So...
Who are we?
Yeah. So we've talked before that this isn't really something that we're going to really invest a lot of time in.
Yeah.
But the first ones we're going to talk about, these were actually free comic book day.
Mm-hmm.
So we happened to be at a store and they were like 10 free copies of comic books, and I have a hard time passing up anything that's free.
Or you could replace one of your comic books with a poster.
Yes, which the poster I got is really cool.
Yeah.
So we're just going to fly through these because I don't know much about them. I'm going to start with the fact that you'll see later on, I actually bought some comics from another store, and they're a little bit different and a little bit more me, so to speak. But I'm trying to find like weird things, and I just don't even want to start collecting for like Marvel or DC because that's just too much of an undertaking.
None of them.
I mean, I'd rather get complete and box collections of every game system out there before I even think about comic books. Because, good lord. But with that being said, I did buy, well, not buy, I picked up The Reign of Superman. The reason I got this is because I could not find any others, surprisingly. I had this as a kid. I still have it. It's just not in the best condition. But I was like, you know what? I had this same issue as a kid. What are the odds of me finding it on free comic book day? So I grabbed the best looking one, and yeah, I probably have never actually read it, to be honest with you. I'm not a big Superman fan. Why I even have it to begin with, I have no idea, but I do. So
you tried.
Yeah.
You made the effort. Me, as you will see, I am a collector. So when I looked through, I found some that looked interesting to me, but instead of getting a variety of things, I just picked up all I saw of the same ones. So I got 5 for The Outsiders. I had never heard of The Outsiders. The first, I'm going to be this person for a second. The first one I saw was this one, and it had all women on it. And I was like, hey, that's kind of cool. And it was called The Outsiders, and I was like, you know what? They got these weird little, like, creatures rolling eggs, too. But I just went through and picked up, I have 9, 10, 11, 12, 8. So I just grabbed the whole lot and went with it. If I really, really like them, maybe I'll actually see what it would be like to collect all of them. But we'll see.
Yeah. So I picked up a couple of Batman ones because at least I do like Batman. But I kind of went with ones that just kind of looked interesting. This one just had a cool cover. Batman, The Dark Knight, Dark City.
And he pissed me off because it says, sorry honey, love you. He pissed me off because this is actually one of 3, so now we have to buy the other 2 so that we can see how it ends.
Sure.
You do.
Yep.
You can't just read that one and just be like, that's fine.
Well, this one definitely that I would, because this is part 2 of 3, but this is The Many Deaths of Batman. Again, I don't know crap about comics and all this kind of shit. So
yeah, that one looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't even see it because clearly I didn't look.
And this one was just kind of, I don't know, dark. Just Batman, and there's a woman with the silhouette of Batman, and I don't know what's going on here, but
some fear.
Yeah, there's some fear in her eyes and possibly blood. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know.
Blood.
It's like, I mean, it's probably mascara.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's mascara.
I thought it was blood at first.
Could be blood.
So, yeah. Well, I'll go on because I know I have a lot more than you.
Yeah.
The Tick. This is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of shit that I'm finding. But like it even says free comic book day, The Tick. I never did watch. No, I think I watched the cartoon a little bit. I know there was a live action TV series of it. I never really watched it, but it existed. But the Tick was just such a weird, stupid character that.
So weird.
Yeah.
So clearly, onto my collector thing. I went to a section called Mature, and they had a bunch of The Shadow, and I absolutely love The Shadow. What is it? The radio show. And I have the radio show. And so I do listen to that. But I saw this and I was like, you know what? If this is the same Shadow, I'm just going to go ahead and check it out and see what they are. I, again, got a bunch, just all that they had. They aren't in any specific order. So they are kind of, this one is not like sequential,
Yeah.
if you will.
So I'm going to fly through these. So I got a couple of SpiderMan ones. Eye of the Puma, Part 1.
Puma?
The Spectacular Spider-Man. Mainly I got that one because he's in the black Venom suit.
You're making that up.
Right. This one I had to get. I actually will probably get all of these because I love Carnage. I think he's like one of the most underrated Spider-Man villains. I'm still waiting for Carnage in a movie.
Okay.
But
really cool, actually.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is Maximum Carnage Part 5 of 14. So that's why I picked that one up. And like I said, I'm looking for like unique, weird things. Mm-hmm. So, of course, I got 2 issues of RoboCop versus Terminator.
Versus the Governator.
Yeah. But last up, because next up is some stuff that we actually picked up, that we actually paid for, because we wanted them.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find another one, but I just really badly wanted this poster, and of course I had to hit up my buddy Shane because I have no idea what's going on, but the poster is just cool. Is it upside down? It's upside down. It's upside down. All right. Yeah. Was it Dark Knight's Metal, the Batman Who Laughs? So according to him, this is like an alternate universe where Batman becomes the Joker. That just sounds freaking amazing.
Yeah.
But I mean, that is such a creepy poster. I was like, no, I have to have that. So that was my 10th comic that I got because you could do that. So I don't know where that's going to go. Probably right above her side of the bed. Because it just seems like the right place for
it. What did you say? Next to the bed? No.
Yeah, no, right above you.
No.
Yeah,
oh God. Oh God, that'd be horrible.
Nah. So, since you have a little bit less, move on. So these, she found, we went to a store outside of town that we go to every now and then. Mm-hmm. But I didn't find a whole lot. They sell video games, but I feel their video games are a bit too pricey. But I was like, well, maybe they'll have some of my comics, my Sonic comics I've been trying to get for a while. Mm-hmm. They didn't, but I'm like looking through the other section. And I just kept finding like interesting things. I was like, okay. Before I knew it,
I walked over to him and I was like, "What did you do?"
Yeah, before I knew it, I had this stack of comics
and some of these.
Yeah, and some of those. So first up, I got T2, Terminator 2, Judgment Day, Part 3 of 3. I was like, okay, well, that's just kind of cool. So it's Marvel Comics, so you can say I'm collecting Marvel. You can say that.
Try.
Yeah, I'm trying. So I picked up a couple of Go-Go Power Rangers. That's just what they call them. Mm-hmm. But of course, I'm a huge Power Ranger fanatic. I was like, okay, these look kind of cool. I was like, I might check these out. I haven't read any of these comics yet. We like really just like recently picked them up.
Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out. That one you can put it to the side.
Well, yeah, this one, where did you get this?
That one I got, it didn't come in my loot crate, did it?
Oh, I think it did.
It may have, no. Great Escape.
Did you buy it?
Yep.
Oh, whatever. But yeah, so she already had this one, mm-hmm. So of course...
He picked up these 2.
Yeah.
And, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Come on.
Yeah.
We're all about that.
So I found a couple of Ghostbusters as well, and I'm a huge Ghostbusters fanatic, so I was like, these look really neat. There's a lot going on in that cover. Looks like some devastation happened.
Yeah, a little bit. Dang.
Not sure. This one just seemed kind of weird and out of place. Displaced Aggression. No idea what's going on, but it's the Ghostbusters, so super excited.
Why not? So these, I have actually been collecting these a little bit since their release. So they're the Lenore comics, the cute little dead girl. Roman Dirge is the writer of them. And when he released the first one, they were only out at Hot Topic. Was the only place you could find them when Hot Topic was still cool. So I picked it up because I was just like, oh, that seems kind of weird. Hilarious. So then I went and just bought all of the ones that they had. And then I kind of quit going in there. And then when I started going back in, they didn't have them anymore. And I just chalked it up till I'll never find them again. But he actually found about 5 of these at the store, and so he was like, I saw some of these, and I would look through, grabbed all the ones I knew I didn't have, and so now I pretty much have a full set up until number 11. I am missing number 6 and number 9, so I do need to get those, but I'm really excited. I absolutely love these comics. They're so fun.
Oh, I actually did find one. Okay. So I didn't find any of my Archie Sonic. That's the one I'm really looking for, but I just realized I did. But primarily I'm looking for issues 0 through 50, along with some of the special editions and all that kind of stuff. Don't really come across them very often out in the wild. But there is another company, or whatever, IDW, or my buddy Shane and his wife they got issue 1, I think from Spencer's or something. Mm-hmm. So I did find some of these, so I thought, what the hell, I'll pick them up. So I got some Metal Sonic, which is awesome. I love Metal Sonic. Sonic and Knuckles. Lots of Metal Sonics going on in that one, not sure. Oop, there's that. See, that one's my favorite.
Yeah, that one's actually pretty cool.
I love Metal Sonic. I don't know what my
obsession.
Yeah, obsession with Metal Sonic is.
It is an obsession.
But I just now noticed I did find at least one.
It Archie. Is number 247. He is trying to get like the top 50. So.
Yeah, the first 50 are the ones that I read. Well, from like issues like 25 to 50 or something, were the ones that I remember collecting as a kid. So but after that, I mean, I still want to kind of get them and check them out because I love Sonic to this day, even though they just keep destroying them. Paramount, go fuck yourself.
He's so mad, and he wore the shirt, and everybody kept asking him.
Oh my god, yeah. 2 people asked me while I was wearing my Sonic. You gonna go see the movie? Fuck you.
He did.
Yeah,
he did. He just was like, no.
Yeah, I was mad.
The next one, back to weird stuff. We got Boris Karloff. There was 2 of these there, I think, and so I picked this one because it had the coolest cover. I will say that the artwork on the inside's not as cool as this.
So these next 2 I was kind of shocked by, and of course I had to get them. I've never played the games, or the game. I think there's only one game. But from what I've heard, it's a pretty cool game, but it's Scud, the Disposable Assassin. I had no idea there was a comic book based on this, and apparently...
Poor guy? He's disposable?
Yep.
Is that like the Expendables?
No, not quite.
Oh.
But, yeah, I mean, this is at least issue 21, part 1 of 4, so 20. There's more, yeah.
Yeah, 20 and 21.
So, obviously, it went on for a little while. I'm just kind of shocked, because I don't think the game was a huge seller, so...
Again, maybe one. If we see more throughout the time, we might pick them up.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, so...
Yeah. One of the ones I picked up, or he saw for me, I was really excited about, is Sin City. I love anything Frank Miller, honestly. So, I mean, who doesn't? But I saw this, or he showed me this, and he was like, I don't know if you'd want that. Of course I'd want it. Why would you ask that? So, got this. Haven't even opened it yet. I have no clue what's going on, but the artwork is pretty freaking rad on it, too.
So last up for me, these ones I was super excited about. Had no idea that these existed, but Mega Man comics. And I got quite a few.
He was so excited.
I was. And of course, again, the artwork just looks freaking amazing. And these are actually Archie comics, so, you know. I don't really care about Archie comics themselves, but I like my Sonic the Hedgehog from Archie. So, but yeah, I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye out for these. Because I did know, I was actually talking about it here, that there is a crossover for Mega Man and Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm like, that's the coolest thing in the world. Have to check that out.
Yeah.
Haven't come across it. Hopefully, maybe one day I will. If not, I'll just buy it online.
The last thing, it's not like super unknown. Everybody knows that this is a comic book, but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But I absolutely loved the cover. I just thought it was so weird. And I was like, okay, look, this dude looks crazy. This is awesome. We just got to get this.
Yeah, I don't think this... I don't know if this is like part of the original series or what, but it looks like the animator from Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, yeah, it does.
I'm not sure if it is because there's no like signature or anything on it, so I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think you're the one that found that, and I was like, I kind of want that because it's just so weird and
back
quirky.
To look how good this artwork is.
Yeah. Hopefully not a new over obsession, but if I come across some more Mega Mans and some of those weird ones, I'll definitely pick them up. But again, that's why we're steering away from Marvel and DC, because where do you stop?
it'd be an obsession.
Yeah, like where do you stop? And I'm just like, I'm good.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, cool. Some more cool stuff. I guess, thanks again for watching, guys.
Thank you.
And
Bye.
we'll be back again real soon.